Dune, the building of a dynasty.
Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. This is episode 8 of my When Nostalgia Hits series, where I show you games from my youth. And today we're going to tackle the first DOS game, which is Dune, The Building of a Dynasty, or as it was known in Europe, Battle for Arrakis. This was initially released on DOS PCs in December 1992 and developed by Westwood Studios, published by Virgin Software. And yeah, you might notice that the title says Dune 2. That's because they licensed two games from the Dune franchise in 1992. The first one was a point-and-click adventure, and then we have this one, one of the first real-time strategy games. I got this one a few years later in 1995, a few months after I got my first PC, and I really enjoyed it, even though at the time I could play it only using the PC speaker. Now you can hear the real audio through a sound card. I'm not playing this on original hardware. I'm playing this on DOSBox. Yeah, as I said, this game I remember fondly. I finished it a few times and had a lot of fun. Now I'm going to show you right away the first mission. So you get to pick one of the houses. So the story is that these three houses, two are canon, Atreides and Harkonnen, and one is non-canon orders. They are fighting for the control over the planet Arrakis, known as Dune. The only place where you can harvest melange, the spice.
House Atreides.
I'm going with House Atreides, mostly because out of habit. Okay, yeah. You get brief description of the house. So the three houses are basically the same. I think there's only one or two units that are special to each house, and one special building. Other than that, it's basically the same. Also, they play pretty much the same missions, so it has limited replay value unless you try to go to set some personal challenge, like don't use these units or use only these units, stuff like that. So this is the first mission briefing. The first mission is the same forever. It's kind of tutorial. You have to produce 1000 credits starting from 999. So you learn the basics of the game, so how to harvest spice and gain credits. This is a harvester, as you can see. Let's start. Now, keep in mind, this game was released in 1992, ages ago. It's not the first real-time strategy game, because that honor goes to Herzog 2 for the Sega Mega Drive. Yes, the first known real-time strategy game was released on a console. That's amazing. Okay, so the interface is a bit crude, okay, but again, back then it was, you have to control every single unit individually. Okay, and selecting 4 basic commands. You have different kinds of units. In this case, you have vehicles such as the Trike, which is a fast, light reconnaissance vehicle. We got infantry and in the form of single infantry soldiers, and that's it. Now the main I'd say the core of the mission is developing your nice base. So a good thing to do is to build some concrete slabs to use as foundation, because otherwise you can build buildings, you can deploy buildings right on the over the crude crust, earthly crust of Arrakis. But if you do so,
approaching from the south.
they're going to be, oh,
Yes,
we have
sir.
our first visitor.
Infantry out. Yes, sir.
Construction complete.
So for every unit, there's no
Affirmative.
drag and drop
Yes, sir.
selection. No, sir, you have to
Infantry out.
select
Reporting.
each and every one of them
Affirmative.
individually. Okay. Luckily, they have some
Enemy
basic
destroyed.
AI as to defending, standing the ground,
Construction
defending the
complete.
zone, and attacking the enemy when it
Yes, sir.
approaches.
Infantry out.
So
Yes,
it's
sir.
Enemy
not
unit
really
destroyed.
terrible. Okay, so we're going to build the power trap, the wind trap power center. Sorry, not power trap. This is our source of power. Actually, it's not too slow. So in
Construction
I
complete.
think for the first 4 or 5 missions, you start with a construction yard already built. In later missions, you start with a deployable
Construction
vehicle,
complete.
with a vehicle that can be deployed as a construction yard. So you get to pick the space you prefer. You can even scout the area
Construction
for the
complete.
best possible place where to build your base. Obviously, that's a risk, because if you
Construction complete.
if you are seen, found by the enemies, usually will end your mission there, because
Construction complete.
so high risk, high reward anyway. So this orange
sir.
stuff here is the
Moving
spice.
out.
Construction
It's
complete.
the thing we have to harvest. Now I'm going to make a 2x3 foundation for our refinery.
Construction complete.
There it is, spice refinery. It costs 400. Going to build it. Now we can
Reporting.
even have some fun and move
Affirmative.
around and snoop around.
Reporting.
Also,
Affirmative.
another thing, here in the bottom right corner you can see the minimap.
Warning.
Okay.
Enemy unit approaching from
The good
west.
thing is you can actually
Acknowledged.
control your units
Yes, sir.
using it. So if they say go there, they actually move. However, unless you build a radar outpost, you have
Enemy unit destroyed.
no idea where you're sending them. Now in this first mission, there's no real
Construction complete.
interest in hunting for enemies.
Yes, sir.
That's
Moving
our
out.
harvester.
Atreides harvester deployed.
There it is. Okay.
Reporting.
Oh, there's an infantry unit there.
Affirmative.
I'm going to move my heavy harvester. Splash! Yes. Okay, so usually I show this. Oh, that increases the value of the spice. So infantry is cheap. They're slow, but they, especially the advanced infantry, the troopers, have a decent offensive power. However, as you can see, once you face heavy tracked vehicles that can run over you, infantry is not
Yes, sir.
so good. So They still have their uses. For instance, infantry can capture enemy buildings. This is an advanced strategy, which is very fun to use. But other than that,
Yes, moving out. Reporting.
it's a real challenge to use
Acknowledged.
them efficiently.
Reporting.
Okay, we can check. The harvest is 47% full and still harvesting 50%. We're probably going to need one full cargo and then some. So while the harvester does
Reporting.
its harvesting job,
Acknowledged.
I
Reporting.
can snoop around with our trikes, look for other Ordos invasion.
Affirmative. Reporting.
I
Reporting.
mean,
Affirmative.
scout parties.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Okay, so another thing. Right now, as you can see, I'm moving
Affirmative.
over the sand, the
Reporting.
dunes quite
Acknowledged.
deliberately. In later missions, sand
Affirmative.
is usually inhabited by sandworms,
Reporting.
which
Affirmative.
like to devour your vehicles.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Reporting.
Strange, nobody else.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Reporting.
Okay,
Affirmative.
let's see the miracle of the harvester being harvested. Okay, so basically this is it. Okay, this is the first mission. You call it just to raise credits. Okay, after that, starting from mission 2, your
Atreides
goal,
harvester deployed.
as you can see, we still need about 50 credits, is to defeat
Reporting. Affirmative.
defeat any enemy encountered on the map.
Acknowledged.
So we can do
Affirmative.
like this
Reporting.
and send them into the unknown. Always keeping an eye on them, because if they find enemy troops, they just keep going to the target location. So okay,
Acknowledged.
recall them back. I
Reporting.
think yes, the harvester can return. Basically, the lights here are signaling that the harvest is coming home. And there it is.
Your mission is complete.
Yes! And that's the first mission. Congratulations! Okay, you achieve your goal with a little. Well, it was easy. Or to assisting you in future missions. Sure. Let's go to the score table. Very good. Okay. So we got the rank of Desert Mongoose. Yeah, I already played. Actually, I had some troubles recording this video, so it's okay. Let's move on. Okay, a little bit of background, or better a recap, because from now on you get to pick your destiny. You get to decide which region to move to occupy. Okay, so we pick one. Pick this one. I usually pick this one. Okay, we have reports that we've been trading confidential information with the orders. Okay, don't worry, this is just a copy protection of the game. They're going to ask me something written in the manual, and so I'll have to look in the manual for the answer and come back with the results. Okay, so let's see what is the armor level of this structure? Okay, I'll have a look at this one. Hold on a second, please. And I'm back. So this structure is a refinery, and according to the manual, the armor level is medium. Very good. I'm glad to see the reports were blah 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 blah. Okay, so let's go with the briefing of the second mission. I'm just going to play a few minutes. Okay, I don't want to overdo it with this video. It's just a showcase. Okay, 2,700 credits. Okay, so this time we have to harvest more credits. And we are confirmed presence of another base of this region. Also destroying the enemy base would be nice. Okay. And we are. Okay, so let's start building. Oh, you see
Reporting.
something green, so something orthodoxy.
Reporting.
Moving on.
Construction complete.
Okay, if you check the mini map.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you
Moving out.
probably
Reporting.
notice that
Acknowledge.
we're on the top right
Reporting.
corner. So probably
Affirmative.
our
Yes,
enemies
sir.
will be on
Moving
the
out.
bottom
Yes, sir.
left corner, more or less.
Moving out. Yes, sir.
So I'm going to move my
Moving out.
vehicles over
Construction
there.
complete.
Reporting.
Is there. We have a new vehicle,
Acknowledged.
the quad, which is a four-wheeled
Reporting. Affirmative.
light vehicle,
Reporting.
more armored and heavier than the humble trike, but slower. For now, it's going to be our best bet.
Reporting.
So one thing I
Affirmative.
learned
Reporting.
is not
Construction
to
complete.
overexpose
Affirmative.
yourself. So not going to explore very much because once the enemy finds you, they'll throw everything they have at you. So the later they
Construction
find
complete.
you, the better. And basically this is it. So we can go for more credits this time, or we can just build troops and look for the enemy and confront them. Also, one thing that should be kept in mind is that
Construction complete.
quantity of spice available on the map is fixed. So you cannot harvest spice ad
Construction
libitum
complete.
over and over. At some point, you will run out of spice to harvest
Construction complete.
and credits to earn. You have to be cautious with how you spend it.
Construction complete.
How you spend your credits and how you proceed building your base is a
Construction
challenge, is
complete.
part of the charm of this game. You learn from your mistakes and stuff like that.
Construction complete.
It's a good game. By the way, one thing that I should mention is that they made a remake, I think in
Construction
1998 or 1999, called Dune 2000. I actually had it. I had the game. I don't recall very much. I remember being slightly
Yes, sir.
disappointed,
Moving out. Yes, sir.
mostly because it was
Moving out.
very similar to this one,
Moving
just with
out.
updated graphics and sounds, and not really, it wasn't really a sequel. I expected a sequel. Instead it was a remake. A remaster probably should be more correct in this case, but still, keep your eyes open for it if you can
Construction
scavenge
complete.
it. I think I still have the CD somewhere. Okay, so another thing we should go for is the silos. Rather the radar outpost. I'd like to build it. There goes our harvester. Oh, one
Reporting.
thing is
Affirmative.
Atreides
Okay.
harvester deployed.
luckily you get some good audio cues. Also, the message bar here is
Reporting.
quite good, giving you
Affirmative.
news about your
Construction
base.
complete.
You have to.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Okay, one more
Construction
thing I
complete.
wanted to show you is that you can find hidden
Acknowledged.
spice mounts like this one. Okay, this is a mound. If you go over it, your vehicle or your unit gets destroyed. So instead you have to
Ordos unit
shoot it.
approaching.
Okay, now this is a
Acknowledged.
trooper. See, this is a trooper. This is a heavy infantry.
Reporting.
They are actually very good in the early game. They are somewhat good even in the
Affirmative.
later stages because their rockets are very good and against armor. However, they suffer from infantry weakness to tracks. Okay, so now the enemy knows where I am, so they probably start attacking me. And just wanted to drag the video a little bit longer, see if I can deploy the what's called the radar,
Construction complete.
so I can show you the minimap in action.
Yes, sir.
And then I'll call it.
Moving out. Yes, sir.
You
Moving
can
out.
also save mid-game. Okay, and can resume it anytime. So I don't know. I don't think I'm going to make a full Let's Play series
Yes, sir.
about this game, but
Moving
there's
out.
potential.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you're not constrained by
Moving out. Yes, sir. Moving out.
having to finish the mission
Yes,
or
sir.
stuff like that. Okay, well, I think that's the end for that now. Let's. We have the. There it is, the radar.
Activated.
Nice, right? Okay, so the map actually isn't that large. Now we can start building more stuff. Anyway, I think that's all for now. So yes, Dune, the building of a dynasty, or the battle for Arrakis, depending where you came from, where you're from. DOS PC, 1992, great game. So good, so great in its time that Westwood Studio actually started working on real-time strategy games more closely, and after this game they made the first Command and Conquer. So yeah, this is the great grandfather of the Command and Conquer series. Would you look at that? Okay, I think I'm done for now. I hope you enjoyed this video, found it informative. If you have any questions, comments, anything you'd like to ask or know, feel free to drop a line in the comment, and I'll see you again soon with another video. Until then, take care and goodbye.